It's a different point. It's a different
angle. I'm tending to look at the line between that and that.
Yeah.
Just so I've got a gauge of the angle of it.
Yeah, it's just from this
much.
side you've got 3 points. You've got obviously from the cue ball to the object ball, and you've got obviously from the object ball to the pocket. So it's from here you need to weigh up. So right, you look at it. So I'll first look cue ball, object ball, then I'll look object ball, pocket.
Right.
And that's what I look at. So I know that that's when I'm hitting the object ball, and I can now visualise the object ball going into the pocket. I understand you might want to look and say, look at the cuteness of the angle if you like of there, but ultimately you're potting the ball from there. So I think that's where you need to, you need to look at the ball from.
Okay.
A lot of it is visualisation. A lot of it is what you visualise. You visualise it happening. You visualise, the ball, the object, the ball, the pocket, and that's what you look at. So, I visualise that going in there, and then I visualise. Now I know that roughly if I play that with plain ball, I think that's roughly going to come around the angles. Roughly plain ball, the white's going to roughly hit there. White's going to roughly hit there, and now hopefully the white's going to roughly come round and hit the yellow. And that's what I visualise playing with no side spin, no screw, just top spin. You're visualising the ball going in, you're visualising the white coming off at the angle there. You visualise the white hitting there, and then the white coming somewhere back to where it is now. Now this is all about. Everything can change you, because if you get a slight bit of left hand side on the cue ball, it's going to throw it out, and now the white, rather than the white hitting that chalk mark, the white's going to hit there. And then because it's got left hand side on, it's going to come here narrower, and then it's going to come here. If you play a slight bit of right hand side, which you're more liable to do because you're a little bit too high and a little bit too far away, if you catch it with right hand side, the white's now going to come narrower, it's going to check off the rail and hit there, and now it's going to come inside.
Yeah, I looked at it and thought it'll come inside initially at my gut.
Yeah,
straight away.
And there's loads, and then there's other factors of, well, what if I pop the yellow into the left hand side of the pocket? So if I pop the yellow into the left hand side of the pocket, the white's going to come narrow anyway. If I pop it into the right side of the pocket, the white's going to come a little bit flatter. So if I roughly pop that into the middle of the pocket, the white is roughly going to come roughly in between the cue ball and the object ball there, I would say, just as a natural reaction. So I visualise the cue ball to the object ball to the pocket. Yeah, and that was roughly in the middle. If I'd have played that with left hand side, if I play this with left hand side, I can make this come on. I can hit it no differently, but just with left hand side. So with left, and if it come to the other side. With right, I can make it come to the other side. So I play this with right hand side. And I've played it. I've not changed the position on the cue. All I've done is change the position. I'm hitting the cue ball. So if this is the black, let's say, and this is my last ball. Just put black there. And if you say to me, I want you to put a black in that pocket, I'll just play it left hand side and swing the white around and get the white there. If you say I want to put it in there, I'll just play it with a little bit of right hand side and check the white back to there. I'm playing it no differently.
Yep.
You know, I'm just all I'm doing is just manipulating the cue ball. I'm just manipulating the angle that the cue ball's coming off, because if I play it plain ball, the white's going to come off, and there's the natural angle. that's with no side, nothing, no screw. If I play it with the left hand side, I can make it go there. If I play it with the right hand side, I can make it go there. It's just however I want to play it. So wherever I want the cue ball to go. I don't need to stun that. You think, oh, you might need a little bit of stun. A little bit of a stun to get it to it there. Well, I can get it to it there with just left. Because if you stun that, there's a chance you're going to go in off. With left hand side, you can't possibly go in off because you can't get enough on. So to get round to the left hand side of it, I'm just playing with left. And when I pot it, all it's doing is manipulating the angle that the cue ball's coming off at. So playing it with left. See that slid a lot there actually. It slide a lot. See, this cushion's sliding loads, and to get it to come that side on here, I'd have to get really close because this is sliding in.
Yeah, it's lovely.
With the right hand side,
I don't like to do that.
it just makes it come narrow. Now I can play that same shot as I've just played, but with stun. But it's so much harder to play that with stun than it is to play it with left.
It was really funny.
Because the stunning, it's hard to play because you've got to get the stun and the side, where the left hand side just manipulates it around. And it's just loads and loads of ways that you can manipulate the cue ball because see, I've got a slight angle on this ball now, so if I pot it, the white's going to run through it there. But I can make that ball look as if the white's there, just by playing it with a little bit of side. Because what I'm doing is I'm actually swerving the cue ball into it, so the potting angle is now there. That makes sense. So I can make the cue ball come in at a different angle to the ball than it actually is anyway. There's loads and loads of ways of manipulating the cue ball to put it wherever you want, and everything's just about knowing what's going to happen with the balls. Really, the big thing that I set up with a lot of people is this, which you find in so many people.
Yeah, I was watching this earlier on. Yeah.
Right. You obviously, you play pool to quite a good level. So just grab your cue for us. So I want you to pot the black,
Right.
and make the cue ball hit that yellow. But it's got to be a natural angle. So you can put the white anywhere on the table, but the natural angle from that cue ball has got to hit that. It's got to hit that ball. It's got to be the natural angle.
I'd say from there I can do it with nothing on the white. But is that what you're looking from going from?
No, from anywhere on the table, yeah. So just natural, no topspin, nothing. You just want it natural. See, you did it, but that was a bit more of a stun.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's got a habit of playing.
You sort of stunned that, didn't you? Because you put it a little bit straighter. Well, you put it about there. Well, the natural angle from there is there.
Yeah, I've got a habit of playing, so my shots were stunned.
So that wasn't the natural angle. You put it out. You made the white at that because obviously you can play and you stunned it onto it. But that wasn't the natural place to put it because naturally is there. That's where the white's at, isn't it?
Yeah, you're right.
So naturally it's there.
Because I see what you mean.
That's natural. So where's the natural angle? Where's the natural angle to it? That one then?
Can't do it from part in that pocket. So. I can't play stun on it.
Yeah, so that's the natural angle into that, although you just put it a little bit too much.
Yeah.
But that's the, and so natural angle to hit that?
I can screw onto it. So I'm purposely looking now of playing low on that to go onto that, which is. I actually, everywhere I look, I think I'm going to go into middle pocket from there.
See, and this is just something that's, I mean, you could say this to someone that's of a county A standard. What's the natural angle to hit that?
I can screw onto it, but I can't see an angle to go onto that.
Anyone else know natural angle?
Maybe from
I would say almost completely.
almost completely
Like
straight,
that.
but
Yeah, it's
I'm
gonna take
thinking
that.
knuckle I'm going to catch if I play
It's
it.
going to go across there.
Well, play it then. Let's see where the white goes. But don't forget, you got to pot the black.
Line up.
You've got to pot the black.
It's going to go in the middle.
You've got the far knuckle on that one, haven't you? Good go.
See what happens.
No screw or stun. It's just plain balls. Though the black's going to flop over the slate.
Go in the middle. I can't see it. It's going to go in the middle unless I play into the white. Unless I go behind it slightly.
But why do you have to pot the black into that pocket? Black can go in any pocket. Why does it only have to go in there?
I guess then it would be. I've got to avoid all these, haven't I?
No, you move. No, pretend they're not there. No side, nothing, just plain ball. Yeah, but that's a stun. That's a stun. You stunned it onto there.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, you stunned it because this is the natural reaction. Where did you put the cue ball then? Put it back where you put it.
Probably.
Right.
About there.
So this is the natural path.
I don't realise I'm doing that then. I think I'm seeing the ball I've got to get to and I'm just naturally doing it without.
Just put the black back up for you. Don't forget you got to pot the black though.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
Actually, if you put the white higher. There's no natural angle there. Without a lot of top.
Yeah, I see what you're thinking there.
Unless you're cutting it in, I guess.
No top spin. It's just got to be the natural. You're close. You're close. The natural angle's just there. It's just naturally where the ball goes after you pot it. Well, we did a video on this.
Yeah.
We did a video on this earlier. All of natural angles. Every single natural angle, there's always a place where you can put the cue ball to make it naturally go somewhere. So if you've got a ball and you've got to know naturally where the cue ball is going to go without playing with any side, because I know that if that's my last ball and I play that naturally, the white's going to hit that. Let's say I'm on the black. So let's say there's only these left. I know that that's going to hit there. Well, I don't want it to hit there because obviously I want to land somewhere over here to pot the black in here. So I know that naturally that's where it's going to go. So I've got to know that that's where naturally it's going to go, so I can allow myself to just manipulate the cue ball a little bit higher. So I'm just coming a little, like what you did before to hit the ball, you manipulated it a little bit too high. So to just get it a little bit higher, I'm going to manipulate it there. Because obviously I want to, so I knew that I was going to miss it, but for me to know, I've got to know that he's going to hit it in the first place.